Of course, police reform is not something that is just being talked about on the state level. Today, mayors from some of Ohio's largest cities got together to discuss how to make real, lasting change. Mark Namick has that story.
The Ohio Mayors Alliance announcing today that it hears demonstrators and plans to identify the best way to eliminate racial bias in policing.
George Floyd's tragic death was a grim and urgent reminder of the work we all must do to address systemic racism in the country.
A coalition of the 30 largest cities, the Mayors Alliance says it's created the Police Reform Support Network to share resources and information on such things as the use of body cameras, cultural training, and oversight of the use of force. All cities, says Youngstown's mayor, can learn something.
Youngstown Police Department, we do a great job in training our officers, giving them diversity training, immersing them in the community of their culture, religion, and economics for our community. However, the problem is when our residents leave outside of the city of Youngstown, they can be pulled over because they're driving while black.
During the teleconference, some of the state's biggest cities represented and worried they have to rely on themselves.
We have long given up hope on ever finding meaningful partnerships from the politicians in Washington. We sometimes have a better chance with the politicians in Columbus.
The mayors are encouraged by the police reform proposals announced today by Governor Mike DeWine, who consulted with them. But Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley says the state legislature worries them, noting that lawmakers debated a resolution declaring racism as a public health crisis last week, but didn't pass it.
They're good steps, but we also recognize that he has to deal with the state legislature, but that not once, not twice, but 5 times last week really doesn't get the issue around systemic racism. And so we recognize that for this effort to move, it's going to have to move through the cities.
Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson wasn't on the call today with the other mayors, but the city of Cleveland has spent the last 5 years trying to make some of these very reforms. They're under federal court supervision. They've had some success, but many challenges lie ahead. Reporting from downtown, Mark Namick, 3 News.